Good evening everyone, hope everyone is good. So guys, we've been calling for this flush down. We've been patient over this week when everyone was getting bullish. We were saying the daily exchange volume hasn't turned up. So there's no backing behind this move up, so we can't trust this move. And we had multiple factors coming into the EMAs, the weekly EMAs. This huge trend line here. There's a lot of resistance ahead with no volume. So we said, this is most likely going to be flushed down. We've been waiting patiently and the moves happened. We've got the flush down. Now, I'm still completely bullish. It was just a flush down to take out this liquidity here and to range it out. But overall, if we look onto the big picture on the weekly, I quite often refer to this just so you guys know, we're still completely bullish. This is just a flush down. So, what have we got? Let's refer back to it to put some just perspective on. We've got a huge head and shoulders and a multiple year pattern. Here is the neckline. Price has come down and it's retested the neckline. This is a breakout on a bullish pattern and a retest. It's retested to 50% of the range and it's closed the CME gap. And now it's finding its way for the breakout. Things that are bullish until the structure breaks. So even though everyone's panicking right now, we were ahead. We were telling you, be aware because there will be a flush coming. And how much easier is it to manage the emotions when you kind of, I'm not going to be right all the time, but the flush is coming. It's so much easier to manage the emotions. So let's hit our first target of liquidity. And I said, it's definitely going to hit this one. It might come down and retest here and move back up, or it might just come down and take this liquidity here. So let's have a look on how things are going. We can see this is the green bars are the liquidations for the day. You can see there's been an increase in liquidations. It's been quiet for the last couple of weeks. And the longs have been liquidated. And if we look on, let's have a look at the 24-hour. In the last 24 hours, the green is people betting it's going to go short, and that's at 1.3 billion. And the red is people going to bet it's going long, and that's at 500 million. So you can see price has moved its way down here, liquidating the longs, and it's almost done. There's still got a couple of spikes here, I would say. It's most likely going to hit here. And if we look at the 7-day, there's some huge spikes here. Each one of these spikes is around about 80-90 million. So for price to already be here and not to take those spikes, it would just be... I just cannot see that happen. So it's probably going to carry on moving and take these spikes out and clear the liquidity out. And it looks like the 50x leverage clears out about 82,000, and we're at 83.7. So if we look at where 82 is, look, it's right at the test of the trend line. So we can see with price coming down, we're going to take this liquidity out on the 50x, 100x leverage, and the price that it does it at is also the test of this major trend line for support. So it's potentially going to hit there, and then we'll see how it reacts if it wants to go down further. Now if we look at the liquidation levels, we talked about as price comes down, it will take the liquidity from the longs. You'll see this here. It's taking the liquidity of the longs. This is on the 24-hour. Let's go on the 48-hour. Might need to do the 3-day. Taking the liquidity. See, it's taking it all out. And I told you, once price starts moving down, it will start building liquidity above price. Now what starts happening? Because price starts moving down, the herd of the sheep, or the majority, price goes down, we bet price goes down. So they start opening up shorts and they start building liquidity above price. Not realizing, look at the liquidity that's been built in the last 3 days. It's come down, it's taken all the liquidity, and like I said, it'll take all the liquidity and it'll build up above. So I'm thinking essentially 2 steps ahead. Because most people are thinking the price is coming up and it's going to break out and going to move out. What I'm thinking is, I'm looking at the charts, I'm looking at the liquidation levels, I'm looking at the exchange volumes, I'm doing all, going through the system, and I'm seeing price is going to come down. So I'm thinking 1 step ahead there. But then I start thinking 2 steps ahead. Okay, so if price does come down, what's going to happen? Liquidity is going to build, and we can see it's starting to build there. So why the majority of these YouTubers are putting across an opinion, we like to make a decision on the data and the charts, and we like to think 1 to 2 steps ahead, and instead of just going on emotion, we stay level-headed, we stay unbiased, we follow the charts, we read the charts, and we make an educated guess with the probabilities on our side. You can see this now starting to build up, so let's have a look at the 1 week, see what's looking there. It's taking a liquidity. See it, guys? Just like I said, taking it all, and it's just about taking that there, so it's got a wee bit left to take. You can see the liquidity starting to build up, especially up here. Now the good thing is, look at that. This is on the 2 weekly. So the good thing is, in times like this, you always have to remember, it's like leaving the pub with £100 on the table or your phone on the table. You will always come back for this here. This big glowing yellow beam here, look at the scale, purple 0, this is now at 135 million. And that's just in one of the bars, you know what I mean? This is multiple. So price will come to take this now. So we always know when price is going down, liquidity builds at the top, and then it'll move up to the top to get it. So we can see it's coming down now. It's whether we're on 84,000, the main liquidity is up at 90,000. Now, 81, 80,000. So if you're sitting at 83, 84, and you've got a choice to go up to 100, 90, 89, or you got the choice to go down to 101 and take the last remaining of it before making the move up. If you just think as a greedy person who just wants to maximize the money, because that's pretty much what the market does in terms of hunting this liquidation. Think of a greedy person maximizing it. You're probably wanting to take this. But as I said before, it depends on how much. If this starts going up huge, big, huge volume, it might just say, leave that there, that's just the scraps. I'm going for the main meat of the move. But as it stands, I still think it might come down here and test, but we'll see, because it has a strong resistance here that might hold. So, we've covered the liquidations. Let's have a quick look at the monthly just to see how it is. Yeah, not too much in the monthly. Okay, we covered the liquidation data, and we've got the volume. The volume has not increased yet. We need this volume to increase so we can have confidence in the move up. It's going down. It's just, you just don't trust it. You just, until it has to prove to you. Like, say if this volume was coming up and it had a break and a retest and it got above all this and it started kind of making some momentum, I might start believing in it. But until the volume starts backing it and I see price going up, I am, you can see price going down here. I'm just not trusting it. And now we've got our global liquidity. Now, in theory, around about here, this is when the 77-day bottoms. So it could just be a case of, if it's following the 77-day, it might even wick down, take that, and see it starting moving up. Might just move up, and then you've got your breakout. And that's it away. Now look at the liquidity coming in there. See it? So price will be off. Oh, let me just try and get that into a better picture for you guys. So you can see Liquidity's made an all-time high. Again, sorry, a new local high anyway. It's broken the last previous high. So in theory, you would expect Bitcoin to at least come up to the all-time high and test it. But I think once we break this trend line, price will start moving up. It's just like I explained it before. People will see this trend line and put a bid on it, and it will start going up. There'll be people that will buy when it breaks this trend line. Now, people that will buy when it breaks this 50% and when it breaks the CMA. I mean, the closer the price is, the further down it is, the more risk it is. So the more conservative people will start buying in after the 50%, the more risky people will break on the trend. But this will start pushing price up. As price starts getting up, it's getting closer to the all-time high. Momentum starts shifting, building up, excitement starts getting. All of a sudden, you're at all-time high. Once that breaks, Bitcoin goes across all the news, and the biggest promotion for Bitcoin is price. So as soon as it breaks all-time high, it goes across the news. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin all-time high, and everyone that's left the market now, let's get in. Bitcoin's at an all-time high because everyone buys when price is moving up. So we're not far, even though we're down here. We're only a couple of stone throws away from momentum picking up to breaking all new to new all-time highs. And that's, I don't believe we're going to go down. I think we're going to see a higher low form here. We don't want to be failing here. We don't want to be breaking this low, because this is a cycle. This is a 60-day cycle low, so we don't want to be breaking this. I think we're going to get some sort of higher low around here. And then somewhere in this vicinity, and then we're going to get a push off. So guys, we've done it again. We've called the charts well, we've been in there, and if you guys have been listening to me, hopefully I've managed to keep you in the market, or at least remove the stress from it. I've been getting more and more subscribers this week. I think people have obviously seen the flush down and been following the videos, so they kind of know I'm not talking out. There's no BS on this channel. It's just unbiased analysis, taking as much information as I can and making a decision with the pieces of the puzzle that I have. And it's been going well so far. I've kept us there. If you like these, please like and subscribe. I've even seen on the analytics people are sharing my videos, which is just crazy. So thank you very much to whoever share them. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I know a lot of the viewers are just hardcore subscribers, so most of my videos are like 90% subscribed viewers. So that is I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite chuffed with that, because I know I'm putting out good content that the people that have subscribed are happy with, and they continue to watch every single week, every single day. So like I said, I'm here every single day. I put these videos out between 8 and 9 o'clock UK time, just a basically a daily update of how things are going, and just try to be the consistent guiding light or something along those lines in a crazy market. So thanks guys, hope you enjoy your Friday night. I'll be back again same time tomorrow, and we'll take it from there. Cheers guys, bye.